take to have a successful open house in Northbrook? So it's a beautiful fall day today. We're getting ready for our open house coming up on Saturday. It takes preparation, and it starts with cleaning up the house and decluttering. It may seem obvious, but a decluttered house that's going to show great and very clean, immaculate, clean sells. And if you smell it, you can't sell it. So we help with staging and decluttering, getting everything ready so that it looks pristine. We want it to look as much like a model house as possible. And it starts with the curb appeal. So in this time of year, we want to do our fall cleanup and sweep off all the leaves off the driveway and the walkway and just make it a pleasing first impression when people walk up. Then the next thing we have to do is digital marketing everywhere. So we promote it on social media. We run ads on the listing so that the full details are there for buyers. And buyers, especially in this environment, they like to go to the open house. Even if they've seen the house the first couple of days it was listed, they bring their family back during the open house. We do see a lot of traffic this time of year. The other thing you want to consider for a successful open house is signage. So we're going to put signs in the yard. We're going to notify the neighbors, send out a postcard inviting the neighbors to a special open house. We serve lunch. We make it a pleasant environment for the buyers that are coming through. Because guess what? Those buyers are not just going to one open house that day. They're going to several. And they're comparing your house to other houses. And if you're an agent, it's a good way to pick up a buyer that hasn't connected with an agent at this point. And they also are interviewing other agents as they go to the various open houses. So I want them to remember me by smiling, making them feel welcome. I'm not following them around the house. I'm introducing them to the house, answering their questions, being available to tell them about the area. Not always about that property, but if they're not familiar with Northbrook, then it's helpful to tell them about the schools, the park districts, how beautiful we have downtown Northbrook here in Village Green. There's so many things that you can do to make that buyer feel welcome. I also ask questions like, what brings you in the open house today? If they found it on the sign, that tells me they don't know anything about the house that they're looking at. Or if they found it online, they've probably researched, looked at the photos, they've gotten information. They may have already looked up the tax records, how long that owner has been there, and done their homework before they walk in. From the owner's perspective, one thing you want to do before an open house is to hide all your valuables. Again, this might seem obvious, but we're not following them into the bathroom or into the closet. So especially prescription medicines are easy things to lift. So pack those away, jewelry, things that you don't want other people to get into, even just for security, but for just your personal possessions, because people are looking at the rooms and we want them to stay a long time and feel comfortable. What about pet considerations? So I'm a dog lover. I'm also a cat lover. I have one of each. Not everybody is as accommodating, and some people are allergic. So if we can hide any evidence of pet dishes, bowls, and things, that'll just make your property appeal to the widest number of buyers as they come in. And lastly, what kind of experience are we giving your visitors? So do we need to put some fresh candles out or have some soft music playing? Maybe we want to have fresh flowers. I usually bring those for photo day and the open house. I like to serve lunch on Saturday from 12 to 2 because that is a good way to have people give you some feedback and spend some time talking with me about the property. At the end of the day, my job is to sell that house. We can create a nice environment for the visitors that are coming through. They'll have a fine impression of me, who's representing the seller. And if they aren't represented by a buyer, then I can help them find something else in Northbrook or surrounding towns. It's a great way to connect with neighbors and learn about the community. In fact, I love it when the nosy neighbors come into the open house because they always have great stories to tell. And if they're there at the same time as a potential buyer, you start to learn about things, inside scoop, and that always makes a nice party. So if you've been thinking about making a move, this is the time to start planning. We'll have a seller consultation and learn about your priorities. I'd love to help you. Bye for now.